Do you have a beloved pet that has passed? Is there something you want to tell them? Join Animal Connections and renowned pet psychic Nicole Elizabeth as she connects with your pets both living and past to deliver messages and receive answers to your questions. Here now is your host, Nicole Elizabeth.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the Spirit Realm Network. Today's show is called Animal Connections and my name is Nicole Elizabeth and I'm here to give everyone free readings. So welcome everyone. I'm going to give a few minutes for everyone to hop onto the live. We've done a post on the Spirit Realm Network Facebook page where everyone can drop a distracted then. Drop a photo of a pet and let me know whether they're living or past, if you have any particular questions, and then we can get into some readings. So I'm going to share my screen today with everyone. So when we do have a pet, so everyone can have a look at what pets having a connection, what they look like. And if you get something yourself, you're more than welcome to pop something in the comments because, you know, you might be getting a sense or feeling or something about the pet, and maybe it's a good time to pass it on to the owner as well. So comments like that are welcome. We're all here as a community, so please drop your comments for everyone. Tani, Patsy, hello. People are starting to join, so that's really cool. So I'm just going to have a look at the comments that we have on the page. So for those of you who are watching in the US, this is the 10th of May 2026, and is it Mother's Day where you guys are? Because it was our Mother's Day yesterday, which was our 10th of May. So it should be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where you guys are watching from in the evening on a Sunday evening. And but if you are there and you are a mother, fur or skin, please drop a comment of your babies and your fur babies. And I'd love to see, you know, all your babies. But happy Mother's Day to everyone because it is a good day. Oh, Tani, you're in Australia. Okay, right. So we had it yesterday. We're in the future. I don't know what's going on with my hair today, guys. I had a fringe cut in a little while ago and it's just looking really feral on camera. So I do apologize. You're welcome to make comments about it. Okay, so I love that we have Australian viewers too. And your horse Duke, oh, yes. So I'm going to see, let me see if I can drop the link to where to post your photos in the comments here. And see if you guys get that. Because this is where, well, that's a big long link, but this is where you can post a photo of your pets and whether they're living or past, and then we can get into the readings that way. From Louisiana, wow, I had planned on going to the US this year, but I think it may be put off till next year. And California, wow, 4 kids. Well, happy Mother's Day. Oh, Penny, I love that name. I have a pig named Penny. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's have a look. Please keep popping all the comments in, though. I'm just going to have a look at where we're at. I might share my screen with you. I'll just shut that down. Where are we? I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see. There we go. So, oh, Penny. Oh, this is your Penny. Excellent. Okay, I'm just going to make all comments because I want to see everyone's comments. All right, so I do have written down Blaze for Lindsay Phillips from last week. So if Lindsay does hop onto the live, please let me know and we'll do a connection for Blaze. But I think you're up, Michelle, for Penny because you're the first one. So let me just pop that. See if you can see that on my screen. There we go. Okay, so this is for Michelle. Okay, and this is Penny alive. I'm just writing down. So my process is I write the owner's name down, the pet's name down, and then I see what comes through and see what Penny wants to let me know. Oh, I'm itchy. Do we have allergies? My nose is really starting to play up. Must be something annoying her at the moment. What are we? We're going into winter, so you guys must be going into summer. I wonder if there's something that is annoying Penny. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Tani. All right, Penny Live. She's with my ex. How is she doing? Okay, so that's your question. Let's see what we can get. Okay, well, the first thing before I read your question was the allergy. So there must be something around Penny at the moment just annoying her. It came straight to my nose. So that's why I'm feeling it must be an allergy or something because it's like the sinus area. Excuse me. All right. Do you know what? I'm actually getting that your ex really does love Penny because I heard quite clearly just because an ex doesn't mean I'm not getting looked after. And I feel like this is your biggest concern. Does Penny think of you though? Absolutely. You're not out of sight, out of mind. But when you do think of Penny, you are sending her messages. So I will keep doing that because I feel like she quite likes that. And you know what I see her doing? I know she's on the couch at the moment here. Let me just stop sharing that. I know the photo is of Penny on the couch, but what I actually see her doing is at it looks like a front door to me. Like I get to look out, but I like sitting in the sun. I'm not security as such, but I look like security is what Penny is saying to me. Almost like I'm following the sun. Okay. I feel like that's quite therapeutic for her. And I actually do feel like Penny gets excited when the ex comes home. So for me, that's actually that's pretty good. There's not much more you could ask for that. Where are we? I can see all these comments coming through. Okay. However, I am picking up with Penny a little slight, maybe she has some, what is it with food? Something not agreeing with her stomach at the moment. However, I don't want that to panic you because I have a dog that happens to every now and then too. It's just part of who they are. Just like, oh, I didn't feel like that. Feel a bit gross. We'll be fine the next day type thing. So I hope that's helped. So please let me know in the comments. So Penny and Michelle. All right, who else do we have? Let me just have a look at the page. She's very cute, I must say. She looks like a miniature Kelpie. Okay, Chris, Lacey. Let me get Lacey on the screen for you. There we go, so everyone can see. Here we go. Oh, I might have to take that comment off. Okay. All right, where are we going? What are we doing, Chris? And we got Lacey. Okay. There's something going on with Lacey's neck, right side. I feel muscle pain there. You're very welcome, Michelle. Right side neck. Just a muscle pain. And that could come down to even sleeping the wrong way. Do people call her lazy Lacey? And I'm not feeling I'm partial to that. Not liking that at all. What else we got, Lacey? And I'm seeing Lacey out on a trail. Do you do trails or something? What is that? It's a walk, but it looks more like I'm getting the word trail over. It's like a beautiful scenery. Almost like I look forward to my trails. How does that make sense in her world? Oh, Courtney from Maine. Wow, I have no idea where these places are, guys. But I love it. They just seem very diverse. Okay, back to Lacey. Now, with these trail, I know this is more of a horse kind of terminology, but she's saying it almost as if I'm mapping out the ground. I'm going on the trail. But she tells me she's actually quite fit from her opinion. Now, everything I give you guys is from the pet's perspective and opinion. So doesn't mean we always agree with them, but it means that's just how they see life. Okay. All right. Anyway, the point of that is to say that we need to, this is something quite important in Lacey's life. It needs to be kept, and just watch the way that she sleeps, because I was getting that reference to the right of the neck, if that makes sense. Okay, who else do we have? I know I'm going fast, guys, but they are meant to be mini readings, and I want to try and get as many people as possible in. Okay, am I showing the screen? What's going on? Okay, let me just see. Okay. Is it Namina? Riley, alive? Oh, fun. You look like a fun dog. Let me just share my screen. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I've got a dog snoring in the background. That's funny. Okay, Tani, you're here. Okay, I'm going to see if you are on the screen. We're going to do, I think it's Namina for Riley, and she's alive. So we'll do Riley, and then we will. Hey, Tiffany. Ohio. Why? I'm assuming these are across the country or these areas. Please let me know if I'm wrong. Okay. Let me go back to my screen. Oh, with Riley, I've just got this overwhelming wave of peace over me. Now, I feel like Riley has a lot of energy and is very intelligent, but all of a sudden, it's just like I've got this wave of calm, just calm all over me, like just very peaceful. What is that about? Almost like the end of the day and you've calmed down. I feel like that's the energy that Riley's very much in at the moment. Where are we? Okay. What else do we have? I'm tapping my fingers because I feel like we like to move. When we move fast, we move quickly, and we move with purpose. Everything has a job, and if you don't give me a job, I'm going to get my own job. And I feel like I need to be involved in everything that's happening in the household. A lot of dogs do that, but some dogs need that, and I feel like that's Riley's job. Not nosy, just involved is the way I would say it. Okay, what else we got? And I'm going to, what is that? I feel with Riley as well, like with Penny, there's something off at the moment in her belly. Because I'm seeing like, I have to explain it, as if this is her stomach, and then I'm kind of seeing like liquid going like that. So maybe she's just feeling a little bit off at the moment. I don't know why. That's 2 pets now. Maybe it's a change of season. Maybe it's just the way that I ran. Maybe it's just the way that I'm feeling at the end of the day. But I'm feeling it also go down my left side. So that may be a little bit of sensitivity to something that she's eaten. And you may notice that Riley's going to be eating grass to try and balance that out. And that's where I think that comes from in the stomach. But I'm also getting, don't worry, I'm in tip-top shape. It wouldn't bother her anyway, is what I'm getting. Okay. So I hope that helps. All right. So Courtney has placed question, how do I get a reading? So for those of you who have just joined, if you go to Facebook to the Spirit Realm Network, you will see that there's a post. I posted earlier in the chat the link to where you can post your photos. And if you pop your pet's name, whether they're living or past, and any questions that you have, I'll be able to do a reading for you. So, and if you do have a question in particular, feel free to ask it. Then I can hone in on that question just to get the answer for you. So let me have another look. Tani, I said you were going to be next. Now, let me see if I can find your, or please let me know if you have popped. Okay. If not, we do have quite a few other pets on there. We've got Howie, we've got Remy, Meteorite, Benji, and then the 3 we've just done. I'm just going to refresh the screen on this end to see if I can find any photos. If not, I believe you may have popped to Courtney. Okay. Where are we? Just trying to find the post now. Now I can't find it. Oh, isn't that funny? Here we go. I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm doing. You put Duke on the last post. Okay, obviously I need to refresh my screen. Let's have a look. This way you can see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. Let's go to all comments. I want to see them all. And I'm looking for Tani. Oh, Pee-wee, how cute. Remy. Here we go. Got it. Right. Love it. I actually think I've got the same halter, but for a cow. Isn't that interesting? I feel like I have the exact same one in my drawer. Okay, Tani and Duke. Do you have any particular questions for Duke? If not, I'm just going to go through and see what I'm getting from Duke. Duke. Okay, instantly I'm getting drawn to one of my, what is it? Hoof. I'm so used to saying paw to my hoof. Oh, also, there's a delay in our communication because I'm obviously from another country. So we have about a 30 to 60 second delay. So nothing particular. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, one thing that came through was the hoof, under the hoof. Oh my gosh, my dog is snoring so loud. Actually, 2 things that are coming through. Under the hoof, it feels like front left. I just want you to just have a feel around there and check that there's nothing stuck in there, nothing annoying his hoof. The other thing is I'm feeling a lot of, now please forgive me, I don't know the technical terms for horses. Almost feels like a lot of saliva in my mouth. And something is producing that. So I'm wondering if there's a bit or something like that that you use that he doesn't like, because I'm getting a pull to that. However, I'm not getting a headache, which sometimes I do get. A delay here in even Australia. Oh, there you go. I wonder if we're in different states. I'm in Queensland. Okay. What else am I getting? No, I think that's... So I'm having a little conversation with him. Okay, Duke. Interestingly enough, I'm also getting a bit of an itch. Now, I know that we're probably in different states, but I'm getting an itch, dare I say, middle of the back. I don't know the technical term. You're in New South Wales. Okay, we are in different states. How funny is that? And it's definitely not Queensland itch, just something irritating him. It may be where, do you wear a saddle? I'm not sure, but it just feels like in the middle of my back, just a bit of an itch. And now I can feel it on my hip as well, on my left side hip. So maybe I see the word wash. I don't know if that's, I mean, I don't wash my cows. I know people wash their horses after riding them, but I just feel like there's just something irritating him in that respect. I don't know why, but we keep going. Oh, he does get dry skin there. There you go. It's like I come onto the lives and then all of a sudden all these feelings just in the body just seem to come out. And normally I say that the medical part's not my specialty, but seem to be on the live that they all want to tell me. It's kind of like they're 3 minutes to go, hey, just say this, just say this. But also there's also a reference to the sweet grass. There must be a liking to the now I know horses are particular with what they can eat, but I'm getting a liking to there's something that he wants as the sweet grass in a particular area, and it feels like it's out of where he is actually housed from what I'm seeing. So oh, there you go. You do wash him after being ridden. He loves being washed. Well, that's really good. So all in all, though, like that's not bad at all. It's pretty good. Just like I just want this certain grass, give me a wash here, and maybe just check that I'm not being irritated under my hoof, and just keep an eye on what's going on in his mouth, like externally going in. They can be fussy about that stuff, can't they? And that's fair enough. I probably would be too. Okay, so I hope that helps. But thank you, Duke. What's this? Hot chips and gravy. Well, there you go. That's the first for me. So he isn't too fussy. That's funny. Hot chips and gravy. That is excellent. Okay, who else do we have? I feel like we've got Patsy. You've put Pee-wee up, and I know that you're interacting with the show, so I'm going to jump to your and you're very welcome. I'm going to jump to your post because I know that you're here, so then we can have a bit of interaction, which is nice. So let me just find your post because I have seen it. Oh my God, Remy looks amazing, just saying. Pee-wee. Okay. Let me share the screen. Okay, so here we go. If everyone can see this, this is Pee-wee. So unfortunately, Pee-wee had to be popped to sleep due to health reasons, but 17 years old, that's pretty good. Okay, let me just write Pee-wee out. Oh, do you know what? I'm actually feeling a level of relief. As if you've noticed, I've been chatting the entire time, constantly. But with Pee-wee, I feel like the need to slow it down. So for me, that slowing down is almost a natural course of how life goes. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, that's the second time that's happened. I've had to sneeze and it's gone away. But you know what? I see Pee-wee as fun. Pee-wee is affectionate. Pee-wee is like loving his life here. And let me see what's going on with that. I also get Pee-wee trying to comfort you when you had to put him to sleep. Almost as if he was looking at you and you were just worried about how he was thinking, but he was more concerned about how you were thinking. And I also get the feeling that I knew what was coming with Pee-wee. Were you trying to keep it away from him? I'm not sure, but I feel like I knew what was coming anyway. And there's a level of acceptance there. Acceptance prior to going, not it didn't have to come after. Yeah, interesting. Oh, but I do feel with Pee-wee, I'm getting a headache to the right. Sorry, I'm getting a headache to the left side of my head. So there must have been something going on in his head close to the end. And that could even be relating to kidneys with lack of water. But I'm also seeing a decline, like steps down as a decline. So I feel like that's why he absolutely knew that what was coming. Okay. So to answer your question, if he was okay with what you have done, first of all, what you did was out of love for your pet. And I don't know if us humans can ever feel okay with that decision, to be honest. Like mentally, we know it's okay. We know it's the right thing to do. But then emotionally, we kind of just think, what if, and that sort of thing. Like, what if I just would have done this or would have done that? But what was coming through from Pee-wee was that level of acceptance before it happened. He didn't have to pass over to spirit to have that level of acceptance of what just happened, if that makes sense. So I would take that as a good thing. I would take that what you had to do as an act of love because you wanted to help him cross, and we are able to do that as pet parents. So, and I don't think it's any coincidence that he's here on Mother's Day for you to come through with that level of acceptance. So I hope that's helped you with him, and good on you for having him for 17 years. I think that is amazing. So I think you should be proud of yourself for that. So I hope that's helped you. Now, what have we got? There's a few people on the chat that have lost pets recently. That's really, really sad. Pee-wee having health issues like breathing issues? Because I'm feeling that at the moment. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys can't hear my dog snoring. I do apologize. Now, who is that? I feel like there's... and his eyesight. He was suffering and his eyesight was really bad. But that's okay. He's got his eyesight back now, so you don't have to worry about that. Sometimes there's healing in the crossing over. And you'll see that too, because one day you're going to be in the same position of needing to cross over, and you're going to see how amazing it is over there. So you won't have any feelings of, oh, I wish I stayed or I wish I did this. It's not going to be like that. So, yeah, he knew what was coming and he had a level of acceptance for it. So I hope that brings you comfort. Now, what do we have? I have a feeling someone's made a comment. Chris is here. Chris, I've seen your photo. Let me just have a look. Where are we? Chris, this is it. Benji. Oh my God, everyone has to see this photo. Let me show you. Can everyone see Benji? All right, let me take this one off. So Chris, if you're here, please let me know. And then we'll see. So you're in Iowa. I think I'm saying that right. Okay, let me see. I have to turn my page. Oh. All right. Okay, I'm getting that Benji's probably making some ungodly smells coming out from the back end at the moment. I don't know why, but that's the first thing that came up with not Chris, goodness, with Benji. That's hilarious. Here you are. Chris is here. Okay. Okay. This is interesting, Chris, because I'm feeling is it a loss? Or I know Ben's written that, but I'm just feeling that I'm missing something. What am I missing? What is Benji missing at the moment? I'm feeling like a loss or a longing is what I'm feeling from him. Loss and a longing. That's his perspective. Okay, what have we got going on? And you might want to just make sure that everything's going on okay with his mouth, molars, back end, that sort of thing. Just maybe a little bit of stinky breath. So just maybe see how that is. Maybe you might need a few bones for Benji. Oh dear. Okay, now I understand. This is the loss. I'm very sorry for your loss, Chris. That's what Benji's feeling, the loss, the longing for your daughter. Right. That's horrific. Well, today on Mother's Day, I want everyone in the comments to give Chris a lot of love and to spread some, what's the word? Just extra love to Chris today. Okay, well, know that Benji does understand what's happened and has the same feelings as you, and is quite possibly not struggling, but trying to process, I believe, would be the correct term we would use for Benji. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. So with Benji, I would you both need time to process what's happened. And I don't know if that's something you could ever be okay with. As a mother, I don't think I ever would. I just don't even know. I can't even imagine what that would be like. So I don't want to insult you with saying that I could. But I feel that Benji suffers as much as you do and is trying to process the whole thing as well. So I feel like Benji and you will be able to be a support for each other. But that was one of the first things that came through with Benji. So know that, well, everyone knows that pets grieve as well, but know that if everyone's watching, understand how real that really is for a lot of pets. And allow both of you, it's okay not to be okay sometimes. And that's what I want for you and Benji, to heal together, to get to a point. And I feel like Benji's actually going to be quite helpful with your healing. So, yeah, oh gosh, that's really sad. I don't even know what to say to that, to be brutally honest. And I don't want to say anything insensitive either or something that's not right. But I know that just Benji's feeling it too. And that's the first feeling that came through, and that you are here to heal together. So give yourself time to not be okay, because it's okay not to be okay. So I'm going to say that again. So I hope that helps you and Benji. Okay, what have we got? Oh, all right. You're very welcome, Chris. Okay. Hi, Sharon. Who else do we have in the comments? So let me see. Patsy's there. Is Michelle in the comments? Tani's there. Chris, you also have Howie. You've got Benji and Howie. Okay. We might come back to you two and do Howie. I'm just going to see who's in the comments because I did see a few people comment. Is Michelle in the comments because Remy's posted on the Facebook post? So I just want to see who's commented. Let's go back through the chats. Oh, Tiffany, look at this. This is sad. So many pets have passed. Can I just say, guys, if you had to put a pet down or made the choice not to, either way, understand that you're actually picking up the energy from them. It's one of the hardest decisions that and one of the toughest that we have to live with as well. So if you're, that feeling you get, you just know that either they're going to pass that day or it's time to put them to sleep. Know you're getting their energy and mind, they're projecting that they are done. They've taken as much as they can and they're done. So when you actually make that decision, you're not just making it on your own, you're making it because they've allowed you to understand their feelings as well. So please take comfort in that. And I don't feel that's ever a wrong decision because you love your pets so much that you know when it's the right thing. Okay, so I'm just going to see one more time if Michelle's here. Sage, Glinda. Okay, let me have a look. See if I can find your photo. Oh, Pee-wee, so cute. Let me refresh. Oh, Bobo. Oh, beautiful. Okay, still trying to find. Did you pop a photo? Oh, he was having seizures more frequently and was 16. Yeah. And you know what? Seizures is a lot on the body, mentally and physically. Oh, Laura, perfect. So often what we do when we dismiss what the animal's putting out to us is, and I'm not saying you do this, this is not for you, this is what other people do. They sometimes selfishly keep them alive and they are getting their messages to put them to sleep, but they don't want to. So what you do is an act of kindness, and seizures is a lot. It's a lot for the animal. And a lot of the times when there's seizures in animals, I hear the word endure. They're enduring it. So how can you have made the wrong decision? Because all your dog would have been doing was enduring life, and that's not living, and that's no quality of life. So yeah, no, I wouldn't say that you made the wrong decision at all. Okay, Laura. Let me find Laura's because I just saw yours. Here. Oh, there's my puppy. Okay. Let me just. I'm just going to mute my screen for a sec. Please bear with me. Sorry, guys. My protector is now outside protecting me from the world. Okay, so Bobo. Oh, dear. So, Tiffany, I'll come back to your question, and Sharon, I will answer your question as well. Let me just have a little chat to Bobo, and hopefully my dog in the background will calm down. There's someone outside. Okay. So I just tried to mute my microphone before. But I was saying to Bobo, putting out there, Bobo, come forward. And the response I got was, you want me to walk towards you, as in get up and walk. I just find that funny because I feel that's his personality coming through more than anything, because I feel like he would actually trot over to you, no problems at all. So I don't say attitude, I say personality with pets like these. I feel like they have quite a fun personality. But also, you know what he's thinking. Just by the look. Just like, I'm not doing that. No, I don't want to do that. Type personality. Why is that? I'm also feeling with Bobo. What is that? Did Bobo know tricks and things like that? I feel like I'm getting like this level of intelligence where I can work things out, whether it's a skill or tricks or something like that. I'm feeling that coming through. Where are we? So I'll just see if that makes sense. Okay, was he okay in the end? All right, let me go into that. Oh, that is interesting. Okay. First thing that came through with Bobo at the end, and this may be known or may not be known, but what I'm feeling is at the base of my head, I'm actually getting it feels like, what's the word? A pain at the base of my head, at the back of his skull. I'm feeling a pain. So I don't know what was going on with him internally, but there was something going on there. I don't know what that controls because I'm not a vet, obviously, but I could feel pain there. So pain, back of head. Needing to go bathroom, and also, again, itchy skin with him. Bit of that, maybe allergies or just skin. And then there's this level, this is interesting, this level of, okay, I'm going to take the camera off for this one. I'm getting with him a level of sadness. So this was different to the other dog that had a level of acceptance. He had a level of sadness, and it feels like, now this is symbolic. Obviously, I get things symbolically, actual, and all those, everything in between. Almost as if I'm packing my suitcase and I'm going to have to go now. So it's kind of like not a long goodbye, but a known goodbye. That's what it feels like from his point of view. Kind of like I have to move out. And that's kind of what it was. It just, if I could put the way he felt in the end into some sort of visual picture for you, it would be that he felt like he needed to pack his bags and leave. Reluctantly, I'm going to say, because he did have a level of sadness prior to going. Now, that could have been mirroring you, but I felt like it's his energy coming forward. Now, that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but also I'm here to give you from the animal's perspective, not just what you want to hear. Now, going on from that, unlike the last pet, when they do get into spirit, they see like we see the world from our perspective, but they see the world all around. So they would understand why our earthly suit kind of ran out, so to speak. Would he have stayed if he could? Absolutely. That's what I'm feeling. Could he have stayed? No. So that's probably a hard one to listen to be brutally honest. But that's the way I'm seeing it. And but being Mother's Day, I want you guys to celebrate all your pets that have passed, because you're still fur mums, and you give your babies just as much love as it is any baby. in this world. So I want everyone, if they can, to celebrate today, as opposed to being sad that they've lost a pet. Celebrate that they had the pet. So I don't know how that fits in with okay, there we go. So that's what you felt at the end. So there was obviously both sides feeling the same way. But what I can say is just Chris, I have actually done something for you earlier on. Is that what an amazing time it's going to be when you guys are reunited. And for me, heaven's going to be when I go there. I want all these animals coming running at me before the people. The people can come later, but I want all the animals coming, and I want a hell of a reunion. So let's look forward to that, as opposed to being sorry that we had to say goodbye. Because just think of it this way, and I use this analogy a lot actually for animals, and it's an analogy that the animals gave me. Instead of thinking, oh, in your mind, they've passed away, I'm never going to see them. Think of it this way. Have you ever had a friend or a family member go on a holiday and they're just in another country? And sometimes you call them on the phone, sometimes you text, and that could be these connections. But in reality, you're going to see them again. They're just over there. And that's what it's like when they pass. You're going to see them again. They're just over there. And sometimes you get that phone call, sometimes you don't. But you don't have to worry, because there's going to be a reunion. And that's how I want you to look at it. So I hope that's helped with you. And Bobo, but very, very cute photo. Chris, yes, it was Lazy Lacey. Yes, I'm not sure whereabouts it was. I should have actually recorded the time, but yes, there will be Lacey in there for you. Now, Sharon, let me see, who else do we have? Tiffany. Okay, let's go back to Tiffany's quickly, because I did start to go to Tiffany's and then Sharon. Tiffany. I'm getting a really sore jaw. And not that I talk a lot, because I'm used to talking a lot. So why am I getting that? I can't remember why. Oh, he was on with the seizures. He must have been clenching his jaw quite a lot. And I'm feeling a lot of that tension build up there, just so you know. So that would have been happening prior to passing. And all of a sudden, just then, when I was just said the word passing, did you notice my eyes flutter? Because it was just like that. And then it was all gone. So that's right. That's what they had the acceptance beforehand. Almost as if he's like, quick as a flash, gone. But not upset about that. So I just feel like he was fine before, understood before, and making jokes now. So if they're making jokes now about the passing, to me, that's a good sign that they're okay. Now, I could give you the cliche that, yes, he loves you, is okay, but we know that because he's coming through and jokingly. And your love has brought you here, and he would have known that. So his love would have also directed you here as well. So I would take that as a good thing for both of you. So I hope that's helped. My goodness. And so it seems like a lot of pets are having seizures. So Sharon's had a husky, Luna, that had to be put to sleep 16 months ago. She was having seizures and had 39 seizures in a day at New Year. That is insane. I can only imagine what she was going through. That has actually made me just going through all the seizures, the ins, outs, the ups and downs, the fatigue, the not knowing what's happening. That would be horrific for your dog. For Luna, not your dog, for Luna. So I would see that as a wave of relief for Luna. Now, your question Is Luna with my other dog, Kimmy? They were best friends. Now, I don't need to even go in and tap in to find that out because I can explain it with explanations and with experience with dogs. First of all, you're going to have more than 2 dogs running at you when you're in spirit, because I just saw that coming at me. And one, I don't know why, but has like a lighter color, sort of orangey color coming through on the right-hand side running at me. When we have pets that cross, our pets are like our family. So I have seen my cat that's passed with my grandma's cats that has passed, and they weren't even alive at the same time. They didn't know each other, but they came to me at the same time together. So it's not even a question from what I see with the animals. Of course, they're going to be together because they're waiting for you. They're both waiting for you. That doesn't mean they're sitting on a cloud just going, when's she coming, when's she coming? They do stuff. It's more real than here. However, they know you're coming. So they are confident and calm in that knowing that they hang out together. And even pets that didn't like each other here, they kind of put that aside when they're over there because there's no time for that human emotion, earthly emotion when we're there. So I hope that's helped give you a bit of comfort for your two. Oh, Chris, look at that. It's awful. There you go. No meds could help. And it's a lot for dogs to go through, just like people, and sometimes when humans have seizures and they change the medication, they try to get it right. It's a lot for a human, and you can, you can communicate with the animal, but humans have that different level of understanding, whereas dogs sometimes don't want to take the medication that helps. And then, like Chris said, it doesn't always help. So it's a lot on a dog. It's stressful. You're very welcome, Chris. Oh, Sage. Did I have you down, Glenda and Sage? Can you pop a quick photo on that chat so I can see Sage? And then then Sage can be the last pet that I read. I really hope it does bring a lot of people peace in knowing that, because I see my cat now just walking in my house, and she's been dead for over 20 years. And so when she walks in, I'm like, oh, no, change is coming. I don't like change, but she knows, so she comes and tells me. So going back to, is it Luna? No. Let me see. I think I've messed up the names there. It was Luna. There you go. Oh, my son's saying it's time to go. My granddaughter misses Luna so much. She says goodnight to her every night. She will get that message too. And you've got her ashes. I love that. And you're very welcome. And Chris has a very good point here, guys, that if the meds can't help, you have to let them cross. And you're right. It's all you could do for him, and it's an act of love for your pet. So I would take comfort in knowing that if you've had to make that decision over seizures and things like that, you're really helping them relieve from that stress. So, but it's hard because they're not always having a seizure. So it's difficult for us to reconcile that. Well, they're having the seizure, but they're fine now. And it's just so difficult to reconcile. Now, Glenda, you sent on the last live. Unfortunately, the last live posts get deleted, so I can't actually see them for this week. So I'll see if there's time to pop that in. See, there you go. You know, don't you? It's just beyond a reasonable doubt. You just know. Okay, let me just have a look at the comments, guys. I'm just going to pass on your comments because I'm looking at my streaming service. See if I can squeeze in anything. Oh, he was like a child to me. See, extra love on Mother's Day for you guys and for everyone watching as well. Oh, Bubba was 10 when he passed. There you go. That's a good age. I mean, not as long as we'd like, but, you know, it's still, I've seen a lot younger dogs pass away. So I'm just going to, let me just see if I can tap in, Glenda, because I feel like it's getting close to the end of the, let's see if you can pop a photo. If not, let's see what I can bring through. Okay, Glenda. Okay, I don't know if this is you, Glenda, but there's someone out there with a German Shepherdy type dog that's coming and nudging me. So it's either connected or it's not, and there's someone else that needs to have that dog literally just here with me. Let me see what we've got. I'll see if I can refresh my screen, see if we can find it. Why am I getting like someone commenting about breathing in and breathing out with Sage? I don't know what this is, but that's what I'm feeling coming through with Sage. And I'm also just frantically trying to find if I can find a photo. Oh, Gizmo. Nope, that's okay. We'll just go through this. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm getting someone coaching, breathing in and breathing out. I don't know why, but I'm feeling I need to do that. I'm having someone do that to me. And oddly enough, I'm seeing a hospital bed. There's a person in the hospital bed, and I see Sage sitting at on the bed. Now, I don't think this is something that's happened yet, but that's what I'm seeing coming through. So I wonder if there's something coming up for someone, and there's Sage letting you know that I'm going to be there to support you. That's interesting. Sage is a bit of a character because I'm getting, yes, I know. Ah, so it is you. Sage, what am I saying? Sage then. German Shepherd Lab. So it is your dog. Honestly, I keep seeing the word Sage, but her name was Shannon. There you go. That's maybe, no, there. That's where I got it from. But, so it is your pet though. It is the German Shepherd type pet. Yes, his owner. Right, got it. Okay. His owner. Oh, that was his owner. Wow, okay. Woo, support there, breathing in, breathing out. Okay. The answer was, am I okay? I'm going to have to tell you this the way I get it. As you just heard me say, am I okay? And the response I got was, you know I'm okay. You saw that I was okay, and I was standing right next to you. Very direct. But again, it's not in a harsh way, just like this is the way it is. Just the way that oh, there is a Sage as well. Thanks, Glenda. Got it. But the German Shepherd, then that's the one that's coming through. Very direct. But of course I'm okay. I'm standing here. You saw me. Like you here. Literally felt the dog here and coming up to me. So to answer your question, very okay. Very capable of answering questions. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read and get the information at the same time while I'm winding up the show. But please know that I'm able, when I say I'm being the dog, I'm able to support my loved ones from that side. I'm able to come through even when you don't necessarily think I'm going to come through, which means I feel like I'm walking through your house sometimes just to give you support, just so you know I'm okay. So I want you to take comfort in that. So I really hope that's answered the question, because I am going to have to actually wrap it up here, because it should be 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time where you guys are. So thank you everyone who came along and popped a photo in the chat, everyone who interacted. Excuse me. Sorry about my roosters. It is daytime here. Happy Mother's Day to everyone for fur and skin babies. It doesn't matter what type of babies you have. They all need love and deserve love. And if there was anyone that I didn't get through, please come next week, and we will have more free readings on the Spirit Realm Network. So please come along, visit me then. Thank you guys for visiting me tonight and interacting with me. It's been an honor. And I will see all of you guys next week. So have a great week, everyone.